Hello, planner friends. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm back. It is the month of November. We're already 1 week through November, which is crazy. I still haven't quite done my November setup, but we'll do that together. I did a little October reflection, but I'll go through my reflections pages, kind of review, reflect the previous month, and set up November. And I'll show you kind of the system that I've been using that's been working really, really well. Really happy to continue doing it into 2026. So if you're into that, if you'd like to kind of follow along, if you're new here, I make videos about planning, productivity, specifically for people who are like myself and have a atypical brain. For example, I have to share this. We just went on a trip to Atlanta, and for whatever reason, I was mostly in charge of planning and coordinating things, which is, if you know me, not my strong suit. I have planning tools in my life because I need them. And I haven't quite mastered planning trips as far as like coordinating all the things to do, making sure we have reservations and there's enough time between all of the events. That's still something I struggle with, just general like timing and sequencing. If you've watched any of my other videos, I use things like a Routinary app to help me with my morning and evening routines. Like I use a lot of tools to be like a normal person, but so I still haven't quite mastered trip planning, which is something I would like to master. And I think next time I am tasked with this, I'm going to use my good friend Sansama, which is one of my favorite productivity apps. I'm planning to do like a mini series on it. I have yet to do that. I use a combination of both digital planning and paper planning. I like to plan things in the digital realm and then use my paper planning tools as my like anchor and where I like actually work on executing those things. But yes, so in the future, I plan to use something like Sansama to help me plan and time things better. We did a lot. There was a lot of activity. It was really exciting. But I was a little stressed during the trip about the timing of everything because that is like my number one stressor. And so I'm going to use those productivity tools I tend to use in my work life. I do use them in my personal life, but not in this capacity, which I'm going to do that next time. Like I'm determined to plan a trip really well and get the timing right throughout the whole trip. So that is one of my goals. We just came back from that trip, literally just drove back up today or back down today. Really excited about it. Lots of cool stuff. And we've decided, my daughter and I were chatting about it, and we want to do junk journaling, though I don't love that term, just like I don't like brain dump. I feel like there has to be a better name for it, but I also love alliteration. So yeah, either way, like for me, it'd probably be more like a memory book or like free form scrapbooking, but I do want an easier way to memorialize our memories. So we're gonna start that venture. So I'll probably do some separate videos on that. I think it's a really cool kind of interest, hobby, and way to memorialize all of your memorable moments. So look forward to that. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into a quick review of October and how I'm going to set up November. So let's get into it. Hey friends. Okay, so also don't mind my nails. I'm way overdue for a manicure, but let's go ahead and jump into this beautiful month of November. I'm so excited about it. I know we're already a full week in, but it's never too late to plan. So whether you are planning ahead, filling it in, one of my favorite Instagrammers mentioned, like, no matter if you're planning ahead of time, after the fact, or like during, it doesn't matter. It's still planning. It's still helping you. It's still moving you forward. So yeah, I just love that as a little reminder. So it's never too late to fill out your month. All right, so with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and open up on my phone. I have an app called Routinary. I use it a ton, and I have a monthly planner review and setup that just kind of reminds me what to do. Now, I did go through this in my last video, but I'm gonna go through it really quick again. So review annual goals and hope list. I actually didn't get to do this because I haven't transferred this over to my new planners. Let me pull out my planner from the beginning of the year. All right, so I've got that baby here. And so this list, I'm supposed to put this list into this new one. So this is like your year list and hope for the year. And the goal is to make sure to review this each month. And you have a section to kind of bring this over because, again, this is the daily planner. So it's broken up into the first half of the year and the second. I just never actually took the time to transfer this over. So I still have to refer to the original list. But let's go ahead and review it. So I was really happy that all my hopes for the year were completed. What's remaining on the year list is establish a YouTube channel and post regularly 2 times a month. I actually have done this the last couple of months, so I would go ahead and consider that crossed off. Visit Europe either via a cruise or something, just Zach and I, a trip for lovers, romantic trip. So we have not booked or gone on a European cruise this year. It's been on our list for a while now. I'm not sure that's gonna happen this year, but maybe we can at least plan it and set it up for next year. Be able to do a yoga inversion. So I used to practice yoga much more regularly. I don't anymore, but I really want to eventually be able to do like essentially like a headstand or a handstand. I am nowhere near capable of doing this just yet, and I really haven't practiced, so that might not make it this year. Create a layout floor plan and schematic for my homestead dream. So in the future, I don't know when, but in the future, I would love to build a homestead. So just a little plot of land where I can build a house for myself, my husband and I, and my daughter, who will eventually be like on her own, but I still want them to live close to me. And my mom, I want her to live close to me as well, my aging parents. So that is my dream. And I just want to at least like begin planning that, because I don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know when we're going to have the capacity or the finances to do that, but I want to be ready, because I feel like when you kind of put yourself in that mindset that it's just a matter of time before it happens, it's much more likely to happen, and you're like taking steps in that direction. I feel like the universe or God or whomever you believe, like the powers that be, will kind of put you in that direction if you are doing the actions and moving yourself there. So that is my plan there. And then speak to an architect and get some blueprints or a consult. So just like to make it more real. So that's part of that. And attend EDC in November. It's the Electric Daisy Carnival. It's kind of like electronic house music kind of. That's not gonna happen because it's tomorrow and I'm just so exhausted from this trip. I don't see that happening. You typically have to buy tickets in advance, and I just didn't plan that enough. It just wasn't a priority this year. I haven't ever gone, but it's kind of like my dream to go at some point. But yeah, that's probably not gonna happen this year. So that's it for my year list. So again, the goal is just to review it. I don't have to take any action here, but just to have these things top of mind so that if I want to work on any of them, like the yoga inversion, I can actually like take steps for that. And same with the European cruise. So like maybe I can't do it this year, but I can at least start looking into ones for next year and get that going and get that booked. I will go ahead and cross this off my list. Let me go ahead and get my markers. My pencil case is exploding because we went to the cutest bookstore in Johns Creek, which is just north of Atlanta. And they had so much great stuff. Like almost all of this stuff is new. And so my pencil bag is like exploding and stuff. Okay, let's see. So I'm gonna go ahead and cross this off the list. All right, so that's that. So we've reviewed the annual goals and hope list. Next is reconcile the weeks and months, and I did do this in my last video. So what I do here is go through, I essentially count up all the days I went to the gym and see if that hits this goal. And then the other things that I was keeping track of are in bed before 11 and walking on my walking pad. And in my video, I updated those in my last one. And yeah, nowhere near there. So gotta work on that next month. So I've done that, reconcile the weeks and months, and then review monthly intentions. So I did this as well, but essentially I just go through each domain of my life. I have these split up into health and wellness, family, love and relationship, community and friendship, creativity and hobbies, and financial. We did a big thing. We paid off our car loan, which was huge. That was awesome. But for everything else, like these in the middle, not a lot getting done there. So that wasn't too great. One thing I wanted to do here is kind of track progress. And so I wanted to see if I have in any of these like a little progress bar indicator. It doesn't look like I have that kind of stand. I wonder if I can adapt one of these. Not quite. I almost essentially just want like a little bar like this so I can stamp it and kind of demonstrate on a line graph, if you will, progress so far. So maybe I'll just simulate that with a ruler. Oh, duh, I can use this. Perfect, that'll work. All right, let's see. Let's use, this is tricky because it's not quite lining up. I need one that's almost a little bit closer. Let's see. Okay, this one seems like it will work. Although in the future, I'm gonna have to leave myself more space there. I'm gonna use this guy. Okay, so essentially what I'm going to do is create this box. It's my first time using these stencils. I don't typically use the stencils, but let's see how it goes. And let's see how it looks. And the goal is just to kind of create some kind of subjective measure of how I think I did. It doesn't have to be a perfect science, but some way to visually demonstrate how well I think I did. Next time I might use a smaller, thinner one. And this is where I'm gonna have to kind of fudge it a bit up here. Okay, all right. I don't know if I like that, but we're gonna see. It's all about experimenting and seeing what works. So I'm gonna take each color. So I would say on health and wellness, maybe like a third of the way. Yeah, this is gonna be too thick of a line. And that's not a third. Oh, I ruined it. Okay, it's fine. For family adventures, I mean, this week, oh, this is for October. So family adventures, we didn't do a ton. So again, that's probably gonna be a third as well. For a love and relationship, we can fill this one all the way up because we did what we intended to do. For community and friendship, we did have a game night, even though that's not listed as one of the things, but I'm gonna put that as like, we barely moved the needle on that one. Creativity and hobbies is a 0. We did nothing this month in the month of October for creativity and hobbies. Not a thing. I didn't work on a craft. I didn't work on any of my hobbies, which makes me sad because I really enjoy like setting out time to do those things. Oh, and we had friends over for like a little pumpkin carving thing. So maybe give ourselves a little more credit there. Oops. Oh, it's not about progress, right? It's not about perfection. It's about progress. And then for finance, even though, let's see, review finances, we didn't review finances together, but we did do everything else and we did a big thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and count that as complete. Okay, what do we think about that? I like the idea of having some kind of visual for grading it. I'm not sure if this is the end result I'll go with. Maybe what I could do next time too is like 6 consecutive lines next to each other. I don't know. Or maybe I can use this section on this side for that, because this is not getting a lot of love on this side. There's a lot of empty space here. Okay. Just thinking aloud here. So I don't know, there's something we can do with that. And then I'm gonna go ahead and, that's not the right color. Where's my light purple? Here we go. I'm gonna cross this off because we did go to the Stevie Nicks concert and that was great. And I did get an external hard drive. I did not do my wax appointment and I did do a manicure and pedicure this month. Cool. And I did not read either of these books. I have been just, oh my gosh. I have 16 unused credits in my Audible account, which is insane because I used to be much more of a voracious audiobook listener and I just have not been listening to audiobooks lately. So I need to get that back up. So yeah, this, I like the idea. I would love your thoughts. Tell me what you guys think about this. Like basically like grading how you did. I like the idea of using the line, but I'm not sure if this box is going to work. I think I should use a smaller box. I have another planner here. It's like I had ordered one, like an extra one for my daughter and she didn't end up using it. So I'm just gonna use this as a tester. to see if maybe I like the smaller line better. Oh yeah, that's what I'm going for. Okay, so I just need to use a smaller line next time because that way it looks like a little progress bar. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do next month. Brilliant, I love it. And I might use a darker marker too for more drama. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Okay, all right, so we have fully reviewed this month's intentions. And then one thing I need to add to this, because next is complete monthly reflection. So this is just basically reviewing and closing out the previous month. And so I need to do these, my monthly reflections here. So I'm gonna take a hot second and fill that out. I'm gonna just pause the video here. Okay, so I went 9 minutes over during my completing the reflections, but those are completed over here. So I just do this section. I don't really fill this out too much. So I'm not too upset about next year's planner having the booklet separate. So I don't know, I'm kind of getting used to the idea. I think too, some of this memory stuff that like the questions that are asking about like your memories and reflecting, I think that's gonna go into like the junk journal that I mentioned. So we'll see how that goes. All right, so next, okay, that completes all of the tasks for reflecting on the month. Now I need to update this to be review. I need to add some tasks here for setup. So actually, let's go back and let me see. Well, let me go back and add. I don't think I can redo it because I already did it. Let's edit it though. So let's go to I'm going to add a new task, and then here I'm going to put set up values. Find a cute emoji, so like a little, maybe like, oh, okay, that works. Perfect. Set up values and intentions. Even though I purchased a bunch of planners from Cultivate What Matters for goal setting, right now, the intention setting is really working for me as a way to kind of plan those things. So I'm gonna stick with that for now. I didn't start the 90-day goal planner that I had set out to start. So I'm just gonna do this for now. So I'm gonna continue doing this work of setting up the values and intentions in my Sprouted planner, because it's been working really well. So if it's not broken, don't fix it, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and hit play so I can go ahead and do this part. So I'm gonna set up the values and intentions here, and that's just recreating this. So let's go ahead and do that. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I was giving myself 4 spaces kind of in between, and I think that should be fine. So I'm just gonna mark that here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I actually want to color here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that should work. Does that look similar? Yeah, perfect. All right, and then I'm gonna take this. And then I like to have my little guide here. So first is, okay, so while I was in Georgia, I found this set of markers, although the colors that are in here are not the actual set that it came with. It was this purple marker and these 5, and I thought it would match perfectly, but it didn't. So I went back and I got the other colors, like these, the remaining colors, this pink, this green, this blue, and this yellow match nearly perfectly my highlighter colors. Why do I need this set of markers? I don't know. I think I had like high ambitions of doing calligraphy here, like writing out health and wellness and calligraphy, but I'm not really good with doing calligraphy with these brush pens just yet. I'm working on it. It's one of the things I'm interested in, but I'm not there just yet. So in the meantime, I'll continue to use these markers. So first, let's do a line 4. Health and wellness. What I do like though, oops, I saw someone else use the markers. They're a little bit lighter. They're a little bit softer, I think, to write on, like right over. But I'll just continue using these guys for now. These mild liner highlighters. Oops, made that one a little dark. But that's okay. It's not about perfection. It's about function and a little pizzazz with color, right? Like the pizzazziness of the color. Oops. Okay, so now let's go ahead and write in. Let's see, I'm actually gonna use this guy here, the lip pen. And right up here, health and wellness. I wonder if it would look prettier if I wrote this above the line. I don't know. Maybe I'll try that next month. I like to continuously experiment and see what works. Really excited about creativities and hobbies this month, incorporating the idea of the junk journal, and I have this idea for craft club. Like I followed this one girl on Instagram, and she has a craft club where people just bring whatever crafts they're interested and they just get together and they do their own crafts, but like with each other. And I'm going to plan that with my family. I'm so excited. I think that's going to be so cute. All right, perfect. All right, so that's that. All right, now let's go through each of these and add some things. So for health, oh, actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and add in this little, what are we gonna call this? Progress bar. All right, so let's go ahead and add it. Do I like it better up top or bottom? I think maybe at the bottom. Yeah, that should work. I'm curious, do you guys use stencils as well? Do you use stamps? Do you use stickers? Like, what would you, it's bleeding a little bit. Let me change pens here. Oh, but will that look too different? I don't know, on the last one. Let's just go with it. But next time I'll use a different pen because that one's smudged a bit. Not nice. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and write in. So for health and wellness, I want to continue going to the gym. We did really good last month, even though we had a lot of travel. We still managed to get, I believe it was 14 total workouts, but I didn't write that anywhere, did I? No, but it was 14. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 total workouts. So let's write that down somewhere. Okay, and so this month the goal is to continue that 3 to 4 workouts a week. Specifically strength training. Now the mornings, I'm not gonna lie, they're kicking my butt. I spelled training wrong. Too distracted. Can't talk and right at the same time. Strength training workouts. But the mornings are kicking my butt. It is pretty difficult for me to wake up that early. pretty consistently. I need to get to bed earlier. That's another thing. I'm gonna carry that over to this month. Bedtime before 11 p.m. Like right now, it's basically 10. Get to bed. Let's be a little more generous and say before 11:30 p.m. 4 to 5 times per week. So the goal and then actual. So at minimum, we want 12 workouts. And for the bedtime before 11, 16. And then I'll write in the actual later. And then for the third thing, what's the third thing? Walking on the walking pad. Walk on walking pad. I'm just gonna say 15 minutes on weekdays. Okay. Family. What do I want to do with family this month? I'm just gonna put one family adventure. Oh, and one seasonal party. Family adventure. I'm not sure what exactly that will be. And fall get together. Okay. Love and relationship. Let's do a date night. Date night. Dinner. And date night. Maybe like a comedy show or like some kind of show, movie, theater, something like that. Community and friendship, we are going to do, okay, actually this is kind of both, but okay, let me just put craft club here before I forget. Craft club. That's kind of both friendship and creativity. For community, I'm gonna put attend November HOA meeting. And attend one city commission meeting. And then let me go to my year list and just review if there's anything that I can work on that will help me get towards my annual goals. Oops. Let's see. Do a yoga inversion. That's more like health and wellness. Create a floor plan. That can be under creativity. Draw up a floor plan. But for my annual goals, I don't really have anything that's related to community and friendships. Maybe I'll try to get together with a friend. Connect with a friend at lunch. And I'm gonna give myself a fourth thing. Write to a friend. That's a lot on this section. That's good. I feel like the holidays, like this kind of season, is for getting together. I mean, you could do that any time of year, but it feels especially relevant this time of year. For financial health. For financial health, I want to budget next year's travel. Oh, for family, I need to plan Puerto Rico trip for November. When is that? February. because if I don't plan it now, it's not gonna happen. Budget next year's travel. What else do we need to do for budget for the holidays? Because even though I set aside a budget, I need to be way more specific with myself about like what gifts I want to get people, where I need to shop for them, all of that kind of stuff. Otherwise, I'm going to likely like spend money and not really have gotten what I wanted to get for people. Like that's happened to me the past couple of years, where I'll just like see things that I think are cool and then realize like I didn't really get anything like big or like very intentional. I just kind of very sporadically got things for people, which I don't love. So budget next year travel, budget holiday spending. Oops. Okay, and then I have a few different ways that I can track habits. Last month when I went to go use this guy, it kind of like didn't stamp very well in the middle. So maybe I can use one of these. Let's see what I got here. Let's see how the month of November. So I like this one because it doesn't really matter what day of the week. You're just tracking like the date, like 1 through 31. Which I could kind of do on this one. What else do I have here? I could use a grid, but let's see how November is set up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could do that one, but I'd still have like a random. Yeah, I don't love that one. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one again until I find something I like better. There's like a cat hair on it, but I don't want to wipe it because I'll have my hands all dirty. Okay, all right. All right, so we're gonna put this puppy down. We're gonna stamp it really hard in the middle. Oh, that one came out perfect. All right, cool. What's super cool about this is it's a self-inking stamp. So you don't have to actually put it on an ink pad. You just press it down. I don't know why it wasn't working last month. I don't know, but it worked this month, so cool. All right, and one of these is going to be for getting to sleep. Sleep before 11:30. And walk on walking pad. And the goal here is 16 events. Oh, actually that would make more sense down here. I might do that. So like in the future, I'm gonna do it now, but I'll have the goal is at least 12 strength training, and then I'll put actual. So I'll tally it up at the end. And then goal here is at least 16 times on the walking pad. Oh no. Wow. I did this wrong. This is supposed to be for sleep. This is at least 16 days on the month that I want to get to sleep on time. That's okay. We can white it out. Perfect. And the goal for this is, for walking on the walking pad, is how many weekdays do we have? 25, 20. Yeah, 20. So at least 20. All right, so we'll see what we do, and then I'll put actual underneath. Excellent. All right, so I have this set up. I went over on that too. So in total, it's probably taking me 17 minutes. I am also like talking through and explaining, so I feel like that always takes a little bit longer. Okay, and this section, what I typically use this section for is, in the past, I write down kind of the things I would like to do. And I tend to do this like as I'm kind of going through, I'm like, oh, I would like to do this sometime in the fall, or I want to do this over the summer. And I'll just kind of jot down some ideas. They're not must-dos, they're just kind of like ideas to jog my brain. There's usually so much to do in this, like in these later months, that this isn't really even a requirement, but that's what I like to put in this section. So here, our Georgia trip, road trip, I'm gonna put craft club here. These are more so things that I would need to like schedule. What else? Oh, attend HOA. All right, that's good there. And these, I really don't have anything to put. Oh, this one I'm starting to use for like ideas for spending. I would still really like to do that head spa experience, but I'm gonna wait. At some point I need to redo my eyebrows. But for now, yeah, I can't think of anything really specific. I do need another manicure, so I need to write that down. I did end up getting the external hard drive that I needed, which is awesome. But there's nothing that I need that I'm thinking about like making a big purchase for. Maybe some clothes, maybe if Boot Barn is having a sale. So let's see, let's just write down Boot Barn. Clothes, dresses. We'll leave that there for now. And then I don't know what schmutz I got on here. I'm pretty sure it's probably chocolate, if I'm being honest. But I got that on there. Don't love it. I'm probably gonna cover it with a sticker. Oh, I'm so excited to use this little guy. This is my turkey stamp. I've used him pretty much every year since I've had him. I just think he's so stinking cute. And typically what I do too, I need to write this down when I'm setting up my month, but I'll go through the weeks and I'll add, oops. I'll add my little, like weekly workout stamp here. So I already did that. I did that before I left, thinking I would hopefully work out on our trip, but that did not happen. All right, where was I? Oh yes, covering the schmutz. I need to find a cute sticker. Let me see what I got under here. Oh, perfect. We have cutie pie things that we can use in here. These are more of the fall ones. And let's see what I have in this guy. I don't have too many fall ones in here, do I? I don't think so. Oh, I have these cutie pie little ones. Those are like vintage. I had some other cute vintage ones. Where are they? Oh, this honey bear's cute too. I like him. All right, so I'm not finding anything else that I would like to add. So let's see which one of these might look cute here. My desk looks like an absolute mess right now. Okay, so we could do the cute little bear. That's cute. These, none of them are really calling out to me right now. Maybe these little pumpkins. It is November. Boom. Schmutz be gone. Maybe where's my cute little, these little guys. I love them. I think they're so cute and it's so festive. All right, perfecto. That works for now. All right, and then we haven't even gone to the monthly layout here. All right, the month of November. So Thanksgiving is on the 27th. I'm gonna put my turkey sticker there. I love this little guy. This is one of those lawn fawn stamps, but they're just so cute. And then if you're super creative, you could color them too. You could use those alcohol-based markers to color them, although those really bleed through. You could do it with color pencil if you want to get super creative. But for me, just the adorable little outline of the turkey is enough. All right, so I've got my VersaFine ink pad that I've had for, I need to like clean this off. I've had it forever. Stamp my little turkey. He's just so cute. And then let me find, I'm gonna also mark it on the actual day. So that is the 27th. Oh my gosh, guys. And I was cleaning out my like craft closet area and look what I found. The mother load. These are all my washi tapes. I completely forgot I had these. Like, well, I knew I had them. I just could not for the life of me remember where I put them. But look, I loved these so much. I used to use these more so when I had my Filofax planner. And I stopped using them as much later. I think I have a pretty, do I have the brown one? I think I used to, oh no, here it is. Perfect. I loved these so much. Look at this one. This one is adorable. They're like little books, little book washi. Cannot get enough. So cute. And this box, this poor box is falling apart. I need to find a new home for these washi tapes, but I was so happy I found them. Like these are also literally ancient. It's crazy how this stuff just kind of hangs around. All right, I'm going to use this guy here to cut it. Oh, that's not pretty. I am going to do it like this. This is super cute. And then I'm going to take the edge of one of these. Where's my, I'll use this Erin Condren one. It's nice and sturdy to get a perfect edge. Brilliant, love it. And then add my little turkey guy. Oh, I messed the tail up a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. It's all right. It's still cute. Should I add this brown one up here? Is that too much? Maybe I'll save that for the monthly layout. Let's make this more festive with some cute washi. I haven't used washi in my planning in forever. Why? I don't know. I've been too busy, I guess. That's not quite the right size. It's gonna hang over some. Is that gonna bother me? A little bit. Yes, I think so. It's like just over. Oh no, it tore the page. Okay, well, you know what? It's gonna stay here then. It wants to be there. It said, please keep me here. I am festive and lovely, and I want to live here. All right, that's fine. All right, that works. That's cutie. That's festive. We're gonna put another little bit down here. This is giving me such nostalgia using this washi tape. Oh, so adorable. Okay. I think that's good for now. I know it's pretty basic. Oh, the one other thing I like to do in this section is add in like my workouts and all that kind of stuff, which I will do as I kind of go through the month. I am gonna go ahead and put our trip, which would count as a family trip, which was to Atlanta. Now that's gonna be in purple. Will it feel clashy? Possibly. How concerned are we? Not that concerned. It's gonna be okay. This is where like my brain is like, remember, it's for function. Yes, we want it to be pretty, but we also want it to be functional. And the color coding system really helps me. Okay, so that was our family trip. What else do we have? On Sunday, we have brunch with my mom, which is family. And I also have a bottle painting class with my friend. That feels like a triple whammy. That's creativity and community and friendship. So that's getting creativity colors. And friendship colors. And anything else planned that I'm gonna put on here? No, okay. So that's what we have so far. So I'm just gonna write in trip to Georgia. Actually, it's on Saturday. So the adventure started on Saturday. So I was looking back at another planner of mine and I remembered all the pretty like lettering I used to use. I was looking back at an old Erin Condren and I was like, why don't I continue that? It's so fun. So that is what I'm attempting to do here. I did a little bit of that here. I'll show you what I mean. So like I attempted to do that here. I don't like how that turned out. I'm probably gonna cover that up with some washi tape, but like this, just kind of highlighting what we did that day. This I put in after the fact. Like I didn't use my planner to plan this part of the trip, but I did use it to kind of add in what we did. I thought that was cute. But yeah, so we're prepared for the month now. We have done all the things. We set up our values and intentions, and I guess technically what I would want to do is add another section. Can I add? I'm gonna add set up monthly spread. Pick a cute emoji here. Maybe a calendar. That works. Okay. Okay, so I already set up the monthly spread, so I'm gonna go ahead and check that off. But yes, she is ready for the month. We are good to go. And then I'm gonna share, I think I can share the link to this little monthly routine I created. But I really like things like this because they keep me on track and they make sure like I'm doing all of the things. So this one includes reviewing the annual goals and hope list, reconcile the week and month, review monthly intentions, complete monthly reflection, set up values and intentions, and set up monthly spreads. So however you want to do it, you can create something like this. They also have, and this is not sponsored, this tool has just been so incredibly helpful for me that I like to share like the things that are working for me. And this is one of them. So that I can be consistent in setting up my weeks and reviewing or my months and reviewing previous months and like keep those fresh habits going with my planning. So that's what I love to do. We are wrapped up for the month. I hope this was helpful. I hope you followed along. If you made it this far, drop me a little brown heart. Brown because it's Thanksgiving. Well, like it's November and it's like Thanksgiving-y or fall. So drop me a little brown heart if you made it this far. I would love to know who did. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a fabulous month of November. Bye.